Yeah.
Okay, so welcome everyone to the Consciously Positive program, the evening edition of Consciously Positive. My name is Vinay, and I am a life coach and a business consultant, and I have conducted many trainings in the past. I'm also been awarded as most inspirational life coach of the year award in 2019, and my passion is to conduct trainings. I do a lot of corporate trainings, and I also do a lot of sales coaching. So today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic which has been my experience, मेरे एक जिंदगी का अनुभव है जो मैं आपके साथ शेयर करने वाला हूँ. And this is something to do with the law of seed. Now I'm not talking about seed as the beach or physical beach. I'm talking from the perspective of a metaphor of the law of seed. What exactly that you do consistently, day in and day out, which produces results for you in your life. And many people will talk of law of karma, law of actions, and many people also believe in doing कर्म योग. एंड बहुत लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि जिंदगी में कुछ प्राप्त करना तो बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, बहुत हार्ड वर्क करना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू डू लॉट ऑफ हार्ड वर्क टू बिकम सक्सेसफुल. So today I'm going to give you a perspective of how law of seed works with respect to the success that you always aspire for in your life. So I would quickly share my screen. Shabana, am I audible? मेरे को मेरी आवाज सबको पहुंच रही है, मैं धीरे तो नहीं बोल रहा हूँ?
Yeah, we can hear. You are audible. Yeah.
Perfect. Great. Thank you very much. So I'm just quickly uh, open my slide. Now, sowing the seeds of success and the law, what exactly is the law of seed intelligence? I'm not going to give you a law as a policy or law as a universal law, but all I'm talking about the implementation of how you live your life every day, implementation of a perspective how you live your life every day, and how can you accomplish success day in and day out. And it has worked for me tremendously. I have come out of a lot of issues in my life with respect to my health, finances, and relationships. And today I'm going to just share my experience in these words. And people have been using this law unconsciously, but when you are conscious about what exactly this law is all about, then you can be aware of how you're going to live your life. Now, what exactly is conscious, what exactly is unconscious? जैसे हम कॉन्शियसली पॉजिटिव प्रोग्राम में आते हैं, तो पॉजिटिविटी हमेशा हमारे दिमाग और जहन में होती है. लेकिन जब हम कॉन्शियसली पॉजिटिवली करते हैं तो उसमें फर्क क्या होता है कि हमारे पास एक अवेयरनेस और अपने पास एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाती है. दैट्स हाउ आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट. So what exactly is the law of seed? It is actually about persistence and patience. अब जैसे आप कोई भी बीज बोते हैं, कभी भी आप बीज बोते हैं, whenever you sow a seed somewhere, there are two kinds of people. One is a farmer and one is a normal person. Now, whenever a farmer sow a seed, farmer does not look at the seed on the ground every day of whether it has grown or whether it has not grown. वो कभी भी देखता नहीं है कि आज क्या हुआ, रोज क्या हुआ, अच्छा हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा, कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहा, बढ़ रहा है कि नहीं बढ़ रहा, वो जो पौधा मैंने लगाया है उसकी स्टेटस क्या है. दिस इज द नॉर्मल टेंडेंसी ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग. बट फार्मर नोज with faith that when you have planted a seed, then the result is going to come out. Any seed that you have planted, any intention that you have planted, With faith, the results are going to come out. When you started some work and you have planted a seed in that particular work, then success is guaranteed to you because you have planted that seed. You have planted the seed of faith. But when you keep on looking at what is the status right now, it comes from the space of your doubt whether the seed that I've sown is going to emerge as a tree or not. बहुत सारे सीड्स होते हैं जो आम के पेड़ बनाते हैं, बहुत सारे सीड्स होते हैं जो कि शतूत के पेड़ बनाते हैं, बहुत सारे सीड्स जो बैम्बू ट्रीज बनते हैं, बैम्बू ट्रीज ग्रोज आफ्टर many years, but the farmer knows how and when those trees are going to evolve. So yeah, so you need patience, you need a power of persistence, and this is how you move ahead. Now, if I talk about success, it's like a garden. As मैंने बताया कि it's a farmer who sows the seeds in his garden. It doesn't grow overnight. It begins with single and act the sowing of seeds. Now, a farmer, what the farmer does every day, आपने आपने बीज बोया तो क्या करते हो? You go and check the status every day. For example, somebody has told you that to get a good health, you have to donate something to some needy people. Let's say somebody has said it to you. And now what are you going to do? You have donated. And now on the very second day, you will start, oh, I donated something. Now some results are going to come up because this is what I've learned from some spiritual master. And similarly, when you are having a relationship with your spouse or a son or a daughter, and you suddenly have sown a seed of compassion to that person or to your relative, you basically expect the result to happen the very next moment. But that is not the case. You have to consistently sow the seed of compassion so that the relationship builds consistently. And when that relationship builds, that is a tree. And tree doesn't go grow overnight. So success is a process. Success is not a one-time event. Success is not a one-time event which you get, okay, one fine day I'm sleeping and tomorrow morning I am accomplishing a success. I'm accomplishing success. So, but it is a consistent, diligent action. The more why I'm saying diligent, it is about being aware of what you do consistently. Now, a lot of people get disappointed to the fact that मैं करीबन 25 दिन से एक्सरसाइज कर रहा हूँ या कर रही हूँ, लेकिन आई एम नॉट गेटिंग इवन an inch of my waist coming down. I am eating nutrition for so many days, but I am not able to gain the energy and power. And my friend who is somewhere eating those nutrition for even for 10, 20 days, and the person is full of energy and full of power. Now, this is where this is where your doubt creates a block of what can come and how you evolve as a person in your growing journey. And a farmer actually who sows a seed, who इसको पता होता है कि ये आम का पेड़ निकलने वाला है. Similarly, whenever you start something, you come with a faith and sow a seed of faith that this is going to happen. I am definitely going to make it happen, whether it is for health, whether it is for finances, whether it is for career. I am going to make it happen. How are we going to make it happen? You don't have to give a lot of stress in your mind to, अरे मेरे को तो मैं तो करके दिखाने वाला हूं." It's not like that. It's about having faith. Okay, I'm doing this work consistently, every day. Now, I don't know when the results going to come up, but I am doing my work. because eventually the result has to come. So my role is to do by karma. भगवत गीता में भी ये लिखा हुआ है, कर्म किए जब फल की इच्छा मत कर. But what I say, do your karma and expect from the source. Expect from the person, expect from the creator of what, where you'll get the things. Expect it. But हम क्या बोलते हैं, हम क्या करते हैं नॉर्मली? अरे यार मैंने 10 दिन से कर रहा हूँ एक्सरसाइज, मैं 10 दिन से डाइट खा रहा हूँ मैं. 15 days I'm speaking softly to my wife and my spouse. The person is not changing a single bit. What is the point? And then we leave it. And when we leave it, that exactly was the point where you had to be there. So whenever you are doing something with an intention, put an intention, do it with faith and sow it with faith. Now, the law of seed says that anything, if you want to grow, it must be planted first of all. हम पहले क्या करते हैं, हम तो प्लांट ही नहीं करते ना. You know why I'm saying plant नहीं करते? Because the moment we plant something, we have a doubt at the back. पता नहीं होगा कि नहीं होगा, पता नहीं ये मुझे टारगेट पूरा मैं करूंगा कि नहीं करूंगा, मेरे माय माय बिजनेस टारगेट्स गोइंग टू accomplish or not. पता नहीं, there are so many environmental challenges that that comes in the way. पता नहीं ये सक्सेस मुझे मिलेगी या नहीं मिलेगी. Business is not going good. I'm watching news every day. Every day something or the other keeps coming up. Stock market is consistently coming down. पता नहीं ये stock market मुझे कहाँ लेके जाएगी. We don't know. But if you are not very sure that this is going to happen, that very well means that you have still not planted that seed. And guess what? If you have not planted that seed, then how can you expect results? How can you expect results if you're not planted a seed? So that's exactly what I mean by planting, is that you are 100% sure that this tree that I've planted, the seed that I've planted is definitely going to make me reap results. But whenever it is going to come, I do not know. I'm going to put my efforts every day with a strategy, with a plan, and I'm going to change my strategy as the time is going to come. That is the first thing. The second thing is it needs to be nurtured. You have to give water every day. You have to put it under the sunlight every day, right? And nurtured का मतलब क्या हुआ कि आपने उसको प्रॉपर तरीके का न्यूट्रिशन दिया है. The seed, let's say if you have put a seed of good health, then first of all, you are very sure that I would accomplish my results in the next 90 days. I'm very sure. Even if 90 days, so ठीक है, 100 days में हो जाएगा. And I'm very sure this is going to happen. But then you got to have a plan, and you got to ensure that you are doing exercises and eating right kind of diet every day and every moment, and make it a muscle memory that मुझे ये काम करना ही करना. Make it as a muscle memory that this is something going to happen every day. That is the nurturing of that. And most important part is it needs some time to develop. Now, I've been doing coaching for many, many years in sales coaching, and when I was coaching a company sales professionals, and we were discussing about the closures of deal. Now, they had their mind on the closure, and the closure means that we have struck a deal. Then I created a distinction that striking a deal and having a closure are two different aspects. And how? Let's say if I have communicated with a client, with a prospect, And I've created a curiosity in the mind of a prospect that how this prospect is going to get the value of the product that I'm selling. And if a client is convinced and the next meeting is due, that means that you have done a closure, right? That does not mean that कि क्लाइंट ने तो अभी कुछ कहा नहीं है, इसका मतलब डील नहीं हुई है, इसका मतलब क्लोजर नहीं है. Closure has happened. And when the moment you say closure has happened, that next step should be taken diligently, because development needs some time. Growing into a plant and success takes time, and you cannot rush the process. You can never rush the process. So every action, how no matter how small, is like planting a seed for future success. Now, something is not something that you do not know, but knowing is not enough. Are we really implementing it? Are we really having that understanding of insight? And are we implementing it every day? It's not like insight मिला हुआ है मुझे कि हाँ कंसिस्टेंसी चाहिए, मुझे कंसिस्टेंसी से सब कुछ रिजल्ट्स आते हैं, सब कुछ मजा आता है अगर कंसिस्टेंट हो जाते हैं तो. But that is an insight. But is it really happening through your body? Are you consistently doing the same thing again and again and again and again and again and again? Lot many times people say, मैं हजार बार ये काम कर चुका हूँ, मुझे तो रिजल्ट नहीं आता. मैं हजार बार प्यार से बात कर चुका हूँ अपनी बीवी के साथ, पर मुझसे तो वो कभी भी बात नहीं करते. हजार बार क्या, आपने दो बार भी नहीं किया होगा या तीन बार भी नहीं किया होगा तो उसको अपने हजार बार बोल दिया. और have you planted that seed there? Do you believe that when you're talking to your spouse and spouse is going to respond to you in a good manner and building relationships is going to happen? Do you really believe that? If you have not believed, then we have not planted a seed, right? So, am I making some sense to you guys? And you can put in a chat box if I'm making some sense to you. If you getting some value out of that, you can just put it in the chat box so that I know that this is where you are heading. And we can definitely have a Q&A session later. But thank you for responding. A few people have responded. Thank you very much, Shaban. Now, let's go to some example. Now, people will say all the successful people have been plain lucky and they've got success. But we hardly have known that what kind of journey that they have been pursuing. So they did have their own challenges. Dhirubhai Ambani was never formally educated, and he actually intended to do a business in the competitive environment. All he knew that I'm going to be the biggest company in India and the world. This is what he used to say. And that is the planting of seed. Because he knew from the very beginning, this is going to happen. Okay, coming to my story, I mean, if I talk about myself, I mean, I also want to confess that, a lot many times I lose hope. I mean, how till how long I consistently do it. But it is not about till how long. It is about the basic thing that I never believe that is going to happen. Okay, ठीक है, कोशिश करके देखते हैं, क्या पता रिजल्ट निकल जाए. Let me try if I'm able to get sustained in the good health and weight. But are we really clear? So all the success stories around, new success stories now with my Ambani, Gautam Adani, all the stars, all the startup entrepreneurs. So all you got to do is you got to be aware of the fact that are we sowing the right kind of seeds or not? Right? It's all about consistency and patience. Now, consistency and patience is not something as something an adjective only. It's a verb. It's something that you got to practice it. It has to come as a quality of yours. It is also kind of now. because it has to come as a quality of yours. Are you practicing consistency? No matter what you do, no matter what you have, are you practicing consistency? कंसिस्टेंटली सोइंग सीड कर तो मैं सीड्स को डालता जा रहा हूँ जमीन पे. मैं कर ही रहा हूँ अपना काम, हर रोज कर ही रहा हूँ. और पेशेंस is not something that you acquire. Patience is an automatic process because when you believe that is going to happen, patience quality automatically comes up. But yes, to understand the perspective, patience means success. Now, I tell you, Vinod Kambli was much more talented player than Sachin Tendulkar is. Much more talented player. And he has scored many 200 runs right at the beginning. But what was the differentiator is the consistency with which Sachin Tendulkar batted. Even Virat Kohli, it's all about consistency. Virat Kohli is known for finishing skills. Dhoni is known for finishing skills. So it's all about consistently performing. People who are in a particular zone of success, the basic quality that they have is consistency. Unfortunately, if I talk about myself, I need to practice a lot in the area of consistency. Because I promised to Shabana many times that I'm going to take sessions consistently, but I am somehow breaking a lot of promises. I'm sorry for that. But then, um, this is where my life has showing up for me because I've not been consistently doing it. So that's how. I mean, I'm passionate about conducting trainings. I'm passionate about delivering talks. But if I'm not consistent, and I find out different reasons, like outside environment reasons, then it's not going to work for me. It's not about her, Shabana. It's not about Mevin. It's not about conscious default. It's all about me. Today also, there was a big resistance for me to conduct this session. But it so happened that I wanted to call Shabana and ask if there can be some replacement. But I wanted this session to happen. I hired a separate room. I hired a separate co-working space because I wanted to conduct the session. Despite of my poor health, I wanted to do that because I wanted to inculcate quality and consistency. Because I know when I'm consistent and also patient, then whatever seeds I'm planted, I'm going to get success in this. You remain consistent even though you are not getting immediate result. So if you are unwell for some reason and you are not practicing consistency in your nutrition and in your exercise schedules, then things are not going to happen. You not we may not get the immediate results in your health and nutrition. Even relationships, in finances, you need to be consistent. And one day is going to happen, one fine day is going to happen. Oh, because of this consistency and because I've been patient for many months, I don't know how I'm able to deliver certain results. You'll be surprised. I'm going to give you one more example. I mean, I'm currently coaching a company who is into real estate. And I've been doing real estate coaching for many years also, a year or so. But my main forte has been one-on-one coaching. So real estate in a particular zone, specifically when I talk about a developer plan to deliver something, is has never been my core forte. I'm not saying not expert, but it's not my core forte. Now, because I've been consistent, I come every day, although I'm supposed to get a 1 day off. But I made up my mind that I'm going to come every day so that I'm consistent in my practice to coach people in real estate. And I want to practice what exactly real estate is all about. I want to do a lot of research. Now, words flow from my mouth like anything. This comes from practice. It becomes a muscle memory for me. Right. Now, power of diligence. Consistent small actions. कहते हैं छोटे छोटे चीजों से बड़ा बड़ा रिजल्ट मिलता है. छोटी छोटी चीजें रोज करते रहो. इट्स नॉट अबाउट कि आई वांट टू डू समथिंग बिग. व्हेन यू गो टू जिम, you don't pick up a 25 kg weight immediately. छोटी छोटी चीजें लेकिन रोज करते रहो. Every day, just do uh, the things. PV Sindhu's who have become the world champion. I mean, how many people in India could have imagined that any Indian would get a badminton title of a week and that also a World Cup title? But PV Sindhu believed in herself and she knew that it's going to happen. And she practiced consistently. She focused on uh, improving her game. And in 2016, she won the Olympic silver medal when nobody would believe that India can ever win an Olympic medal. She did face multiple setbacks. Every day is the key. हम क्या बोलते हैं, ठीक है, हफ्ते में एक बार कर लिया ना, but every day consistently, right? So that's makes a champion. If you want to become champion in your life, आपको ये देखना जरूरी है कि ये एवरीडे हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है. Right? Now, once you nurture your seed, what is more important? I mean, when you plant that seed, when you have that patience, when you make up your mind that I want to be consistent, what can keep you consistent? What can keep you on the flow? Is your goal. Are you accomplishing your goal every day? Without clear goals, seed would not grow. Without clear goals. Now, a lot of people go for healing. They get a trauma and they get healed by them with the healer, or probably they get a setback in relationships or finances. They get themselves healed, but it becomes. I mean, it comes again. It will get relapse again. Why? Because after that healing, we never went into a clear goal and the vision. So Narayan Murthy, founder of Infosys, was very clear with a vision that he would like to build a global IT services company when nobody was talking about IT service company globally. So starting from the office in Pune and Infosys, everybody knows, has become the largest tech company in India. So what was more prominent, if you ask Naren Murthy or find in any of the interviews, it's all about a clear vision कि मुझे जाना कहाँ है, मैं देख क्या रहा हूँ अपने साथ, मुझको क्या करना क्या है, और वहां से हमारा गार्डन जो है ब्लूम करना शुरू हो जाता है. So vision is important. Yes, first of all, persistence is important. Persistence, consistency, planting is important. But then after that, clear vision is going to make you sustain. So cultivating patience and managing expectations, MS Dhoni's journey, everybody knows about it. So he never doubted his capability. Yes, a few days back when there was a match of India and Australia, it was a semi-final, and I was watching Hardik Pandya. I was batting there. I'm actually taking a lot of examples from cricket because that's what's coming to me right now. Now, Hardik Pandya was very patient. He knew that I'm going to hit sixes after two, three balls. He knew that. And he was very patiently, he was not getting bogged down with the fact that I'm not able to put balls on the singles because he knew that he was backing himself that I'm going to hit the ball for sixes, couple of three or four sixes, and the game was over for Australia. So yes, cultivating, practicing, managing expectations is going to be a big thing for you, right? So my last question to you, my last deliberation before I end this session to you is: if you really have understood the law of seeds, the consistency, the perseverance, then what is that you're planting right now when you're attending this session? What is that? Is your vision for your life that this is my life, that this is my life after a couple of years or 2 3 years? What exactly am I planting today and every day and tomorrow and day after tomorrow? What is that I'm going to plant every day? And as I've shared, it's not an overnight phenomenon, it's a result of consistent diligent efforts every day. And I will end with a quote which says, "A journey of 1,000 miles begin with one step." That's the quote of Lao Tzu. With this, I want to thank everyone for being so patient and listening. And I'm open for any question and answer session. Anybody has to say something, anybody wants to talk about law of seed, then I'm happy to answer your questions. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vinay. It was really wonderful. I think Rajvin wants to share. Yeah,
So,
Rajvin.
my blooming Vinay has started with you and Minu and I bloomed into a flower, and I have actually want to write a book and everything. It started from a small seed. Remember, I
Wow.
was came to Maven as starting from a small seed. So you what I learned from this 1 hour talk of yours is that you reap what you sow, and you everything is energy. And this morning I went for hypnosis, and he says that everything and everyone is energy. It it's
Wonderful.
up to you whether you want to, how you want to perceive it. And so yeah, so you reap what
Yep.
you sow, and everything is energy, and everything is
Energy is everything. Yeah. Wonderful.
positively. So
Yeah.
thank you, Vinay.
And that's when you actually believe in yourself. And when you plant your seeds, you basically are on that high energy and you know that this is going to happen. That's the faith. Yeah. So thank you for keeping the faith, and many more milestones to come for you, Rajman. Thank you.
Anyone else has any question or comments? I'm not sure who is Galaxy. Ilagam, would you like to share? Yeah.
No,
No.
no, nothing. Thank you.
Okay, great.
Great.
So I think if you don't have any questions, then I assume that two things have happened. Whether you have understood that means that you understood everything, or you may not have understood any single thing.
No, we have understood and we really liked it. It's like it is like reminder to us, like, keep planting seeds.
Keep sowing seeds. Yeah, keep sowing
Yeah.
seeds. Keep
Yeah.
planting is also important with faith.
Yeah. Good.
So with this note, let's end this session. Thank you very much for joining in.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy to be with Consciously Positive. And thank you for the opportunity, Shabana.
Thank you
And
so much, Vinay.
I promise that I will be more consistent in
Yeah.
delivering thoughts. Yeah.
Awesome. And we look forward to seeing you again here and listening more and getting better in our mindfulness. So
Yeah.
thank you.
That's it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, everyone. And see you again tomorrow.